Right. I'm not having a repeat of that last time that the car spun across the road in front of us. So.
Well, it can't do it because it's been impounded.
Well, that, I don't know, whatever, but I have no idea what the hell it's done. I have no idea what the hell it done, but one can only hope that if anyone else does anything stupid, at least we'll have a record of it. We'll have to shag around for 2 or 3 hours at the police station explaining what we saw.
You're going over the hill or around the...
We've got until 1:30 to get there, because that's when he goes back to work. Should only be, what, an hour from here at most? Half an hour. It's only, what, an hour from here to go? And it's basically the same distance the other way. It's about an hour from here. So if we average that out at 80 clicks, open road travelling and knowing the road now, where it won't be slowing down, waiting for reading the map for half an hour trying to figure out where we are. guy goes over the hill or the other way, because traffic that's been on the road, we'll take the other way. Yeah, he's going that way. Depends on what's there and the cage. Not only is it 3k shorter this way, there's minimal traffic, whereas that way, look, there's 4 cars down that straight. I can see 5. There's just nothing on this one. Well, lots of one. actually ought to pull into Tappan. Just over 3/4, we've still got 20 litres in the back on the can. We could probably make it down and back to the tap on the way back. Although, we'll see how we go. I might just go down the Gore and have a chat down there and see what the hell is going on. Slightly different to the road we travelled the other day, isn't it? One car in the distance coming round. Push bike all over the road up here. He used to then. Back and forward across the road. Look at him. Out in the middle again.
I don't know why he's doing it.
Eh?
I don't know why he's doing it. It makes the...
Yeah, no, he's just...
makes the road less wide.
For him, might do.
Less steep, should I say.
Less steep. But it doesn't, it's not a safety thing coming over Brown Hill with other traffic coming. But forewarned is to be forearmed, give him a toot before we get there. That means that he doesn't get scared by tooting right up his chuff. He knows that there's a vehicle coming before he can see it. I can tell you one thing, with a mountain bike the way way he was doing, and he was doing a training run, all he had to do was put it down a gear, and he could have cycled up there, no trouble at all. On a running motor, unlike the officer who stopped beside him while he was stationary out of gas on the side of the road with a motor that wasn't running, trying to say that it's loud. How the hell did he make that out? That's Irish in the extreme to say your motor's too loud when it's out of fuel and not running. Because the boy was doing a bit of running maintenance and having a check of everything and making sure it was all honky-dory, he then says, oh no, the car's not maintained because you're maintaining it now. And you got nothing else to do, keep checking everything. And if Amy hadn't have stayed behind to keep him company while the others went and got fuel, she wouldn't have been sitting in his car. Which, to say he was transporting passengers when she was only sitting in the car whilst it was stationary, that also is Irish. No, it sounded like he was picking on him.
The other thing is,
well, the thing is,
Brayden
was heading towards Gore when he ran out of fuel, and the others that were with him in the other car left Amy there with him. They took his fuel tank into Gore to get fuel, and while he was waiting for them, a police officer comes out from Gore, heading in the other direction, comes across to see what's wrong, says that your motor has too loud an exhaust because the exhaust pipes look loud. The fact that the motor wasn't running makes it really Irish. No, how can he say it's excessively loud just by looking at the pipes? That's you know, your eyesight doesn't give you a sound pressure test.
Can I finish what I was going to say? Even though Amy was just sitting in the car waiting for the others to come back, how can the police officer assume that she was a passenger? Who says she wasn't driving?
Because she has a license as well.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Well,
yeah, just because she's sitting in the car doesn't mean he's transporting passengers.
because he wasn't.
But
He was under strict instructions from us not to, and he assures me he wasn't. She was just sitting in the car, keeping him company while the others took his fuel tank into Gore to get petrol.
But in the other respect is, how does the police officer know that Amy wasn't driving?
No. What gets me is how can he say it's too loud when the motor wasn't running because it was out of fuel? And it had been out of fuel for quite a long time before the officer arrived, and it didn't get fuel until a long time after he left. So at no point in time did the motor even turn over. It had no fuel to run. That's what I'm saying. He's looked young. Because he's short, he looks young. Because he was making sure that everything was right and up to spec and just checking everything, the officer assumed that, oh no, he must be doing something majorly wrong. And so you'll throw the book at him and pink sticker it. Pink stickering a perfectly legal vehicle that's only just recently had a warrant after it had been legally certified before Ali even sold it to him, before he sold it to me. Now how the hell does that work? It has all its, according to Ali, it's got all its papers, and I've got no reason to distrust Ali. Otherwise he would not have sold the vehicle to Braden with registered and warranted. And it certainly wouldn't have passed a warrant at Westside Autos at Tapanui unless it was up to spec, and unless they'd cited the, and also they'd had to cite the low volume certificate for the modifications. The fact that it was warranted and registered, stationary on the side of the road with the motor not running, doesn't then say that all these things. I'll have to read this pink sticker because it just doesn't make sense. It sounds very much like an officer pulled up and thought, here's a young fella, I'll have a go at him. It's his word against mine. Well, sorry sunshine, I run a sound system company and I've got all the sound pressure level gear, all the testing equipment, and we'll just go and make absolutely certain. Give you an exact measurement. Got that tape measure in there, haven't we? Certainly. Bang.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it is. see the officer's point of view. Oh look, there's a young fella with his car broken down on the side of the road. I'll throw the book at him. There's an easy ticket. I'll get that car off the road. They haven't maintained that road very well, have they? Face it, the boy was honest. He told him why he was going to Gore, and he also told him why he was out of fuel. On a 1,000-hectare dairy farm with its, well, that's almost 4,000 acres, probably over 4,000 acres. Plenty of room with internal roads to do whatever he likes in the paddocks. And as he was hooning around the paddocks, doing a few spins and burnouts and so forth on the paddocks, he thought, ooh, Dad won't like me doing that to the tyres, I'll go in and get some new ones. Not realising that he'd used just a little bit too much fuel on the farm, and runs out of gas. Having run out of fuel, the motor then becomes silent. The exhaust, however big the pipes are, is silent. Whilst waiting for refuelling, no one, not even a completely fit person, can say, it's making too much noise. Can't you hear it? It's going, nothing at all. What's the bet the cop thought he was having him on and said, start it up, and Braden would have said, it's out of fuel, can't start. And the officer probably thought, oh, right, he doesn't want to start it because it's going to be too noisy, so I'll give him a pig sticker because it's too noisy, because I have not heard it running. Fast motorbike coming, keep clear in case he spins out. Only takes a little bit of loose gravel or a bit of paint or a bit of oil or something on the road, and that's it. Time to recover it. Wonder where they're taking those logs. Get him to drop the trailer off at home so I can have firewood for the next 20 years. Road today, another car. go through Tap this time. We'll just go straight through Teviot. Make it a lot shorter. To Teviot. Remember, 6k from the obelisk kiosk to the Hyde Rock style, and then the same distance from Hyde Rock style to Waimea Bush Road. So same distance. Well, this certainly won't take us, what was it, 2 hours? Video, that one, wasn't it? 3/4 an hour. 50 something minutes, that one. What one was it? Video 3, is it? 3? No, video 3 and 4. So it must have taken us an hour and a half. An hour and a half for 12 kilometres. Slightly under a kilometre an hour we were doing. Now it's a walk on the road. Dead river. same distance from the Obelisk kiosk to Hyde Rock Style, and the same distance from Hyde Rock Style to Waikaya Bush Road. And we have a compulsory come delay. Stop side. Nothing much open in town today. Well, where's the target transport? About the only thing that's even looks like it's busy is one guy servicing his truck. Ooh! Imagine it. Cop pulling up beside him when he's out of his cab working on his vehicle. Ooh, it's not very well maintained, but you've got to put oil in it. Well, hello, that's what I'm doing. Take the van for a quick run up the farm to warm the motor. So that it's idling properly. But I don't want him having a cold motor. On farm, tell him to do it on the farm. On that tar seal road up beside the farm there.
Drive on farm.
Yeah, drive on the farm's tar seal airstrip, side strip, whatever the hell it is, beside the house.
I'm just putting up drive on farm road.
Drive on farm's tar sealed road beside the main house. I don't want him driving up the bloody dirt paddock.
So take van for short drive to warm up motor. Drive on Farms Tar Seal Road.
Yep. Liquid cow dung. It's because they feed them so much molasses in the dairy shed. Just on a 70 on a recommended 65 corner, because that's the recommended speed to go round with a car without any visible side shift. That's for someone who doesn't want to spill their coffee as they go around the corner, right? Years ago in the 70s showed me how they were doing that. A guy in Alexandria, he had a tall clear plastic instrument, whatever, with a whole lot of horizontal markings on it, set it up in the middle of the vehicle, and as he went round the corner, a little bit of liquid in it went up either way, up the side, whichever corner he was going around, and if it reached a certain mark, that was the speed that the safe recommended speed. If it reached another mark, that was the safe recommended speed. Totally irrelevant nowadays with modern vehicles. Well designed suspensions and properly aligned wheel alignment. Also depends on whether you go straight up to the corner and then hard turn, or whether you transition into it correctly and smoothly go around it. Like this way we go straight through because we're heading through to maintenance in Waikaka. And there's another stupid thing. No markings on a similar tight corner. That's the difference between a Targa and Southland. The Targa shows you the corners, the Southland doesn't. slope and set down the wrong way. Flamin' thrush. Was sitting on the road and he decided to go one way and then went back the other. Almost come straight through to meet me. Did you get scared? Did you get scared? No, I'm talking to the video. Did you get scared? That's what happens when a bird commits suicide. Do it all the time on the railway, that you'd be coming along the track with a motor trolley and a thrush would fly along and then it would just land on the rail ahead of you and stubbornly refuse to get off, and of course you couldn't stop the motor trolley over the top of me. Well, that's that one that goes around that, is it? Or is it not? No. I'm thinking of the one up the Palmerston Road. There's a loop road or something.
Which road are you going?
Hang a left, because this is the road to the right goes up to the Waikaya Valley, where Waikaya Bush Road would come out, Otama Valley. Waikaya Valley, Wendon Valley, 32k. Right. And this will be Waikaka. The great metropolis of Waikaka. There's the mobile garage, remember that? If you want, you can text him, Waikaka. No.
Hasn't even answered my first text. So.
Hasn't he? He'll be finishing about now. Riversdale, 27k did it say? post sign that points up the hill, have a look and see how many k's it says to Riversdale. Should be a yellow one pointing up the hill. It says 27, 29 or 3. No, 27 or 29, 30k. It's about 20 minutes. Probably there by 1 o'clock. Past it, set a signpost one day, said 1 mileage on one, closer to the thing it said 2 miles further. Get on your own side.